Hello, everyone. It's early morning here. I don't think there's any frost this time out there. It's pretty warm. I just woke up kind of. How can you tell? So, just when one thinks, oh, okay, things have kind of calmed down with the Democrats, when it comes to their foolishness, here we go again. So, I noticed starting on Saturday on how one post after another on my feed about demonstrations that happened supposedly all over the United States about no king, something again against our President Trump. And I'm like, what? It was so dumb. One post, I'm going, why do I have that on my feed? I'm not a Democrat anyway. Couldn't care less about their foolish stuff that they're doing out there. Well, no, I do care when people die. Like during the riots where even children were killed by people who, I don't know, totally went off the rocker or something. Killing people, who helped other people protect their property and businesses. Yeah, just saying. Yeah. And gosh, again, so unbelievable. We have to just take it. Huh? There's people in our country, they get a fart up, they get a fart they can't release, and they just break the law left and right, and I don't know what, and hardly anything happens to them. Uh, the looting that was going on during that time, and goes on every time, right? They get a chance. These people, they're just hundreds, thousands of people just waiting for something to happen so they can start stealing from other people. That's during conflict. That's something too, isn't it? And then instead of tightening things up when it comes to that, now most businesses just let them steal it. It's better than. Wow, how backwards is that? Right? Up in another video, I said, get a dog, get a couple of big German shepherds that are protecting the businesses. That's what I would do. I'd get me a couple of dogs. Somebody starts stealing, I'm going, hey, come on, Gus. Let's go teach these people a lesson. Right? Yeah, I'm just saying. Right? Yes, I bet you a couple of dogs in the businesses, big enough to, yeah, take them for a walk too. Let everybody know we got a couple of dogs now. And I bet you the thieves will stay away. Yeah. Anywho. But again, the protest and what it was about, couldn't believe the nonsense. I mean, and the people, there's just the ones that, would speak for it and go, oh, dear Lord. And people are listening to people like that. Why? What do you not have in this country that you want? What do you not have? And yet, the same people also were perfectly fine with a senile president, one that couldn't even do his thing anymore, leading a country, being there to be a diplomat with around the world, this and that, just saying, do his job. They were fine with that. And here, I've no doubt that President Trump has to fix a whole bunch of stuff the Democrats just messed up over 4 years. I wouldn't want that job right now. Right? Here he is, taking it on like the champ he is. Right? And people have a problem with that? Why? I'm not getting it. Okay? Anyway. Yeah. The same people, too. I remember, what he said supposedly, about women, that one thing that he said about women. I've never seen President Trump Except for this one thing that, again, someone else heard him saying quietly to somebody else. Okay. But that made the rounds, and then suddenly things get blown out of hand. I've not ever seen him do anything else when it comes to that kind of stuff. All right. But boy, when what was his name? Another Democratic president, I can't even remember, Clinton, right? Had his little Oval Office affair, right? Yeah, couldn't kind of lie his way out of that one. What happened there? Huh? Nothing, really, when it came down to it. Though I think that guy should have been taken immediately out of office of president. What kind of a low moral does a guy like that have? Just saying. Yeah, Democrats were still fine with that. I'm just saying, right? The imbalance when it comes to all that, just because one is a Democrat or a Republican is insane. Anyway, I don't know. I guess there's a lot of people here, a few hundred people. They said, oh, they marched in thousands. That was a lie. Okay, probably a few hundred insanos out there, and stuck in the Middle Ages or something. There has never been a king in this country, ever. Probably the only country in the whole world where there has never been a king. Okay? Yeah. Anyway. So stupid. Anywho. Why didn't they go and demonstrate in Japan? I think they still have one. There are several European countries where they still have royalty stuff going on. Why don't they go and demonstrate there? Yeah. All I can tell again to these people is if you don't like it here in the United States, make room for other people. Okay? I believe that when people go through the proper channels to want to become citizens of this country from another country, right? Then how about the ones who are so unhappy here with everything? Why don't they leave? Preferably go to the Arctic, so you're not going to disrupt somebody else's society, okay, with this nonsense and embarrass them. It's embarrassing to have that. Can you imagine people all around the world watching this again and going, only in the United States can you do stuff like this? Only in the United States. I say, and the imbalance going on, right? Yes? Eee, hypocrites, two-faced, snorfs, whatever, huh? Anyway, can't help myself. But then I also saw, okay, I'll talk about that after, if I remember it. Anyway, talked enough about this. If you don't like it in our beautiful country, that now, again, is under leadership that is taking care of things, I believe, then hightail it out of here. Go on. Find your luck somewhere else. That's all I have to say to that. And make room for the ones that are willing to go through the proper channels and apply for either asylum or a visa or properly going through the proper channels, who are honest, good people, who are not scamming us here, this and that, yeah, trying to smooch off of us. No doubt, a lot of the people that went and demonstrated there were either paid, and very interesting too, on how many, I said that surprised, old people, retired people. I wonder if they went all around in the nursing homes, the ones that could still walk, and say, hey, we'll give you $1,000, right, if you go out there and sprout this nonsense. I wouldn't be surprised. Anywho, enough of that. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to know what my friends all around the world are thinking of us again here. Probably, man, they got some crazy people in their country. Yeah, we do. Yes. And you know why they got so crazy? Because they took the First Amendment, freedom of speech, into their own hands, and they're destroying the integrity of that First Amendment. How about that? Yes. Okay. We are in the book of Jeremiah. C. The book of consolation. Promise of recovery for Israel. 30. The word which came to Jeremiah from Yahweh as follows. Yahweh, God of Israel, says this. Write for yourself in a book all the words I have spoken to you. For look, the days are coming, Yahweh declares, when I shall bring back the captives of my people Israel and Judah. Of my people Israel. Aren't the people of Judah also Israelites? But they had to put that in specifically in here. Right? That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Division. Yahweh says, I shall make them come back and take possession of the country I gave to their ancestors. These are the words Yahweh spoke about Israel and Judah. Yahweh says this, we have heard a cry of panic, of terror, not of peace. Now ask and see, can a man bear children? Then why do I see each man with his hands on his loins like a woman in labor? That brings to mind, I saw this dancing group and on America's Got Talent, and supposedly it was one of the best ones or something. And I watched it, and then I'm going, what's so great about it? And besides that, there was one of them that continuously put his hands on the crotch. Oh, it's a thing now when you're dancing, okay? Put your hand on your crotch. I'm sorry, guys. It's like, okay. Not sure what kind of statement that is, you know. Oh, it's just a part of the dance move, you know. Well, why didn't the other ones do it? Out of what, 10 or 12, he was the only one. Constantly. He must have been itching or something. I'm just saying. Why don't people say something out there? I am. You know, don't put your hands on your crotch while you're dancing. It looks dumb. There you go. And Yahweh says so too. Like a woman. Why has every face grown pale? Disaster. This is the great day. No other like it. A time of distress for Jacob, though he will be saved from it. That day Yahweh Sabaoth declares, I shall break the yoke now on your neck and snap your chains, and foreigners will enslave you no more. But Israel and Judah, amazing on how these are, it's so important for them to keep this separate. But Israel and Judah, there was only one people of God at that time, and that was the Israelites. Judahites. So those Judahites, why do they keep them separate? So God's supporting two kings. Oh, kings. Or none. I don't get this. Will serve Yahweh their God, and David their king, whom I shall raise up for them. So do not be afraid, my servant Jacob, Yahweh declares. Israel, do not be alarmed. For look, I shall rescue you from distant countries, and your descendants from the country where they are captive. Oh, this is a long one. Jacob will return and be at peace, secured, with no one to trouble him. For I am with you to save you, Yahweh declares. I shall make an end of all the nations where I have driven you, but I shall not make an end of you, only discipline you in moderation, not to let you go quit unpunished. We have already read all this. Now, how many times already in the book of Jeremiah? It's the same thing over and over again. Yes, Yahweh says this, your wound is incurable, your injury past healing. There is no one to plead your cause. For an ulcer there are remedies. Okay, but for you, no cure at all. But I thought they were all going to... Okay, you know what? This is so, again, fallible with everything else that goes on. And Yahweh, God is like this. Flip-floppy. On one hand, they're all going to be saved. On the other hand, there's no cure. Okay. All your lovers have forgotten you. They look for you no more. it's another thing too, on how constantly they're talking about love relationships, right? Not husband and wife necessarily, just love relationships, lovers, right? Constantly about that, on how they're not going to have that anymore. That's not as wow, how promiscuous were all these people at that time, right? That's constantly coming up here in the Bible, right? The adulterous behavior of the people at the time. No, it's no different now. But yes, but why is this in the Bible here? Like constantly, it's always coming up again, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. Yes, I have struck you as an enemy strikes with cruel punishment because of your great guilt and countless sins. Why cry out because of your wound? Your pain is incurable. Well, then, yeah, I'm probably going to be crying out. Because of your great guilt and countless sins, there you go again, I have treated you like this, but all those who devoured you will be devoured. Oh, now again that. All your enemies all go into captivity. Those who despoiled you will be despoiled, and all who pillaged you will be pillaged. For I shall restore you to health and heal your wounds, Yahweh declares. I thought they were not curable. Okay. You who used to be called outcasts, Zion, for whom no one cares. Yahweh says this: Look, I shall restore the tents of Jacob and take pity on his dwellings, and the town will be rebuilt on its mount, the stronghold where it ought to stand. From them will come thanksgiving and shouts of joy. I shall make them increase, they will not decrease. I shall make them honored, no more to be humbled. Their sons will be as once they were, their community fixed firmly before me, and I shall punish all their oppressors. Their prince will be one of their own, their ruler come from their own people, and I shall permit him to approach me freely. Oh, so get ready for another king. Oh, and princes. Oh, badabadoo. For who otherwise would be so bold as to approach me, Yahweh demands. You will be my people, and I shall be your God. Look, Yahweh's hurricane, his wrath burst out, a roaring hurricane to burst on the heads of the wicked. Yahweh's burning anger will not turn aside until he has carried out what he has in mind. In the final days, you will understand this. Okay, well, I don't know, but did anybody understand? I think the final days are already passed, haven't they? Oh no no no! This means uh no, now it hasn't happened yet. Well, if this is already prophesied here in the final days, then why bother sending us Jesus? No, just saying. As I said, stuff doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. It is what it is. I wasn't there, but does God have anything to do with it? Doubt it very much. Uh, there was another thing I didn't mind having on my feed, and that is, while there were these crazies out there, uh, proclaiming that they don't want no king, and I'm going, oh, okay, well then you're in the right country, I guess. What are you doing? There were students on. I didn't go and look it up. I just saw the few posts. But again, they too kind of came in succession. Yeah, there's quite a few in those. Young women, specifically young women. I didn't see any young guys. Yeah. Young women hold also kind of just I guess gathered. I don't think they were demonstrating. They just gathered, being pro-life. Yes, and that no, your body is not your own when you're pregnant. Not anymore. You had the choice beforehand, right, to do what you needed to do, or to either protect your body against something you don't want, or just abstain from it. Yes, yeah, we can make choices like that, believe it or not. Oh. And I went in on everyone, said very proud of these young women. They are going to be our future. And I said, now think about what I said. What did I just say? Young women, and it seemed like they were all kind of Christian, it was Christian based, right, kind of things too. Uh, Students on campus, that's what I like to see. Yeah, that's the right thing. That's the right thing to advertise out there. Let us see the good young people that we have here in this country with some common sense and a proper heart to mind. Yes? Especially when it comes to life. Yeah? Yeah? Yes? Yeah. Again, all this life's matter, right? Yeah? Whatever it is, color wise or age wise. Or right? I find it interesting there too, the hypocrisy. Oh, what do you mean? Life's matter. Oh, that's only they only matter for some people. Again, the Democrats in this country, when it comes to their agenda, weird agendas, divide the people, right? Somehow, yeah. You want to make me mad? Those okay, mad. I was laughing more than anything. I can't believe this. Oh my gosh, what's next? Oh, I tell you what's next. They're going to have some kind of a nude demonstration or something, right? I betcha. You watch. That'll be next. We'll have the Democrats all walking around without clothes. Just waiting for that one. Yes. Make us a big, real big old joke all around the world, right? Yes? But these young women, yeah. And in and every one of them. Proud, proud, proud of these young women. Yes. And why are they our future? Hmm? Women who go and have abortions, men who are good with that, right? Don't protect their women. The women that they have sex with, this and that, just out for their own pleasure and lust and I don't know what, and then can't protect the little life for their own selfish reasons and I don't know what. They're not our future, are they? Neither men or women. But the ones that uphold the law, universal law, to protect life, they are our future. And are you hearing what I'm saying? Yes. All these other ones, they're all going to slowly die out. Yes. We won't have to do anything. They're going to do that all to themselves. And eventually, we'll have proper lineages, good lineages, healthy lineages, under the umbrella of God, present all over the world. Yes? Yeah. Anyway. In the meantime, all those people out there think that pro-choice is such a great thing. You should be grateful to us that we're fighting for you as well. Yeah? Yeah. Right? Yes? Yeah. Interesting way to look at it again, isn't it? Yeah. All right, that's it. That's all I have to share this morning. May Heavenly Parent bless, protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Eldridge, my dearest brother in faith. Let's keep praying. Yes, yes. I hope True Mother is doing okay where she's at. You know, at least she's better taken care of now. And guess we'll see what else happens. I love you, my dearest brother in faith. And you all out there. And we'll talk to you all another time.